Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie, that's Britt, and that's Brandon, and today we're going to be giving our spoiler review of Stranger Things Season 4, Episode 8, titled Papa.
What the Zoolander?
That's all I had for it. That's all I had. I didn't have anything else.
It's all right.
Like
We'll do what we can work with.
anybody was doing jazz hands like Papa.
Let jazz hot. Papa.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Now, this is going to be our spoiler review. If you have not seen this episode of Stranger Things Season 4 yet, that's okay. Pause this video, go ahead and watch the episode, come back here, listen to our review of it. With that being said, we're going to jump right into it. And this recap is actually coming to us from Decider.com, and it was written by Case Wickman. Now, starting into the...
A case. Nancy Wheeler boyfriend. I'm sorry, go ahead, Eddie.
It's okay. Oh, man. Now, going into the beginning of this episode, we're still on Vecna's magical mystery tour. Nancy sees young Papa enter the lab, surveying the fallout from 11 and 1's standoff. Cracked tiles and all. Baby 11's face abruptly goes from fury to exhaustion, and she falls to the floor, surrounded by carnage and Montessori boys. Nancy sees the non-familiar scene of Papa tattooing 1, except this time his eyes go blue and he turns to her, speaking in Vecna's growly voice. There's nothing to be afraid of, is there, Nancy? Not great. She can't run and finds herself strapped into the chair by Vecna's vines. Now you see where I've been. I'd like very much to show you where I'm going. He tells her as she screams. She sees carnage, fire, more gates opening, that clock bonging 4 times. I want you to tell 11. I want you to tell her everything you see. In the real world, or at least halfway between the upside down and the real world, Steve is holding her entranced body. They get her into her real world house as the gang hunts for whatever her magic song will be and hilariously negging her taste in music along the way. Robin sums it up as all this shit while Eddie holds up his own Iron Maiden cassette, screaming that this is music. Turns out they don't need to find that Beatles tape they're hunting for because Vecna releases Nancy to tell the others. She's the messenger. Things are not looking good. Now, meanwhile, while Nancy catches her breath in Hawkins, the Russia crew, the Demogorgon, is still a rippin', and our heroes and Yuri need to find a way out of there. Hop finds another door, revealing a kind of Demogorgon experimentation lab. They're in tanks, they're in jars. There's one with his chest sliced open on an operating table. We do not love to see a monster at breeding ground. After more firefights, our pals find another manhole emerging into the snow, Yuri in tow. After busting through the prison gates in a stolen van, Murray screaming sayonara and then giddily saying, nothing like a little prison escape to get the day started, am I right? They convince Yuri to help them get back home. For a glass of water and a hot steam bath and a 5-inch stack of American dollars, Yuri will fly you to the moon. Or maybe, just for not getting shot in the face. 6 on one hand, half dozen on the other, right? He's delighted to introduce them to Katinka, the helicopter named after a woman who had very beautiful round buttocks. They are unimpressed, to say the least, and then remember that phones and other people exist. They place a call to reach Sam Owens for help, which Antonov warns them will be returned in 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days, and most certainly with the KGB listening in. Maybe Katinka isn't looking like such a bad option anymore. Now, we'll break right here, but this part of the episode was pretty interesting, and hearing Vecna's little speech to Nancy and then also catching up with our crew in Russia, and they're still trusting in Yuri that he'll do the right thing, but we'll see what happens there. But what do you guys think?
You're supposed to know everything. You know 11 is not with Nancy, right?
See.
11 is a whole damn like 5, 6, 7 states away. And you don't know that they're not together? But anyways, okay, so Nancy, as you know, being the harbinger of the messages, maybe that's why they want to do a spinoff. She's the next Nancy Drew. Who the fuck knows? But you know, that was terrifying. He was like, "Oh, see what I've been through? I'm gonna show you what I'm going to do to all of you." He's
Right.
the villain that, I'm gonna reveal my master plan to you. And I'm probably going to succeed at it. But I'm like, oh. Then she has her other man holding her. I'm gonna need you to pick somebody, Nancy. Like, pick a penis. Just pick one. Shit. Who do you want more? Who is it? Who is it? You went from Steve to Jonathan. Now you're in between. Oh, your mind's kind of like in the upside down, in the in between, because you don't know who the hell you want. Just pick some damn body. But all the way out in Russia, ooh, what is her name? I keep saying Will's mom. I know that's not her name. I know she has one. What's her name?
Joyce.
Thank you. Joyce then got her man back and everything. Yeah. Waiting to get the hell out. And, it was fun. What's his name that has the balding hair? He's my favorite.
Murray.
He is my favorite. Like, he is really my favorite now. The rest of y'all are great, but Murray is my favorite. So that's all I gotta say. Just pick a penis. Flip a coin. Shit. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, the introduction to this episode was
Ooh.
wild.
Hold on, Brandon. Yeah, you're kind of muffling a little bit, just a little bit.
Can I be heard?
You can, but there's just a little bit of static that you're being heard. It's like Viacom does not like anybody.
I know, they're so
anti-black, they're so racist. Alright, well, this is just
Can you try it without headphones?
okay, let's try it. How's that?
Speak again. Speak something that you would only speak.
Ray's getting pregnant.
Okay. That doesn't work either, but you know what? I have a voice changer. Someone just change your voice. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically all I was gonna say is that this episode was absolutely insane. And I'm talking about like insane in the membrane, honey. When I tell you this introduction shook me, Vecna was playing with his food when he was playing with Miss Judy Jackson Hooker, honey, Miss Nancy Wheeler. He said, "Girl, hey, tell that bald bitch."
Judy Jackson Hooker?
I sure did. He said, "Tell that bald bitch I'm waiting for her outside of the club, and we can shoot the fade, the five, as the kids say, and call it a day." And I'm just letting you know, you're lucky I'm not breaking your legs and your arms and blinding you and sacrificing you to the mind flayer god. Okay, amen. And then she was like, whoosh, and she had like her Raven moment, and she was like, ah! She was all whining and everything like that. She was freaking out. That was funny to me. I actually chuckled quite a bit because I was like, oh, Nancy, you're so white, girl. But I found the introduction quite interesting. And Papa, why are you interrogating Elle? Girl, like literally, first of all, I'm thinking that these kids, the remaining numbers were going to be unique or something like that. Bitch, they were all just regular, like bitches, and no one cared for them, girl. And 8 is the only one who got out. So I guess lucky her. Child, she's like, listen, y'all got your little bullshit going on. I'm gonna create my illusions and steal from Kmart. Bye. Um, so I respect that. Um, but everyone else, acting a fool for $2.50. I wasn't here for it because everyone just gave me stupid. Everyone else just gave me stupid. The hero of this episode, I'm just going to give it the player of the game. The Kia Sports player of the game is going to Elle because Elle was the only one with her head on straight. Everyone was acting a monkey doodle fool. And Hopper walking around slowly. Bitch, you've done this how many years now? Get your shit together. Like, come on, start busting shit open. Get the windpipes. Like, I'm sick and tired of y'all just playing all like, oh my god, what's going on here? What's you know exactly what's going on. You've done this X amount of times. You've killed how many monsters now with the blowtorch? I'm sick and tired of these people acting like they've like, oh my god, what is going on here? Y'all act like this is so foreign to you, and then you have to take precautions. You know what these motherfuckers die from. They're afraid of fire. Right. Just cut the damn head off and go on about your business. But I guess that was just Duffer Brothers just, doing their casual dragging the shit out. Like, how can we make this 7 hours and 60 minutes? And kudos to them, by the way. Like, no shade. Like, I love the show very much. And I like that the episodes are kind of longer because, bitch, we had to wait a very long time to get these episodes. So give me as much, plot as possible. However, there's a lot of things I'm going to complain about when you're finished, Eddie. But just know there was a lot of things that y'all did in this finale I was not a fan of. But that doesn't mean I hate the show or hated the season as a whole. But that's all I have to say for now.
Alrighty, guys, sounds good. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and move into the next part of this episode. Now, we're catching up with the Surfer Boy Pizza Crew, and they are, yes, still driving through the desert looking for Nina and Eleven. Argyle is convinced that Nina could be a small woman hiding behind a small tree, and that's why they can't find her. They all marvel at how high he still is. This is a nice opportunity for Will and Mike to have a feelings talk, where Mike confesses his insecurity that Elle won't need him anymore when they find her, and Will in turn shows him his ding dang painting, which is of the 4 boys fighting a 3-headed dragon. Mike in the lead with a coat of arms featuring a giant heart. He says Elle commissioned it, which I'm not totally buying, and that she is so lost without you. Let's all just understand that Will is talking about himself as he literally weeps, telling Mike that when you're different, sometimes you feel like a mistake, but you make her feel like she's not a mistake at all, like she's better for being different, and that gives her the courage to fight on. And if she's mean to you or seems like she was pushing you away, it's probably because she's scared of losing you, just like you were scared of losing her. And if she was going to lose you, I think she'd rather just get it over with, like ripping off a Band-Aid. So yeah, Elle needs you, Mike, and she always will. Mike, obviously, does not notice that his bestie is basically confessing his love to him, nor that I'm screeching, now kiss, at my laptop. Even Jonathan knows, even Argyle knows, and he's so high he's making up a secret handshake with an angel. Argyle continues to prove that he's worth much more than his weight in pizza when he tells them that while he hasn't found Nina or her small tree, he has spotted some very large tire tracks and correctly assumes that they're military. Oh, it's going down. Now we'll go ahead and break right here. Now, this is a very interesting scene. We're seeing, this confession of love, and it was really, really heartbreaking to watch from start to finish. But what did you guys think about this part of this episode?
Oh my God. Like, I was crying for Will. I was like, wait. He was like, and he'll commission this pain. And I was like, that sounds like a damn lie. And Mike is the heart. You do that in there. I was like, oh my God. Like, Mike, Will is coming out to you and you're
Right.
not getting it. I
Yeah.
don't understand. You're so consumed with Elle that you don't realize your friend is trying to tell you something. Like, that pissed me off. Even Jonathan got it. Even Jonathan was like, oh shit, my brother is gay. And
Right.
he's afraid to come out. Like, how do you not see that shit? Like, and he says, like, if she's gonna lose you, she might as well rip the band-aid off. You should have known. He was not talking about Elle. He was talking about himself losing you because he loves you. And you just did not get that. Oh, I'm so fucking disgusted. Like, go ahead, Brandon. I just can't.
Now, usually, can y'all hear me better now? I
Yes.
changed the mic. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So usually I don't feel bad for y'all white people. I'm just gonna say it flat out because y'all got it when it comes to romance and everything like that. But when the black people are crying about their boo, or the scruff trade dipping out, y'all just be like, so anyway, Friends is on. But in this situation, oh, did I cry? Oh, did I weep? Oh, did I feel bad for that little coconut-headed shaped child? I wanted to hug him and tell him, listen, we got Logo in the future. We got Drag Race. We got Noah's Ark. You'll love it. It's going to be great. You can go to the club and you can have all the mimosas you want. There's a place called Wilton Manors up the street. I just felt for that young man. I surely did. And let me tell you something, Mike, you are so slow. You are a turtle. Now, Finn, no shade to you. You did your job because you convinced me that this character that you play is a complete, utter idiot in heterosexual heels. And I cannot stand the stupidity coming from this child. When I tell you he was just like, yeah, bro, totally do rocket power. Girl. And first of all, the painting, chef's kiss, magnifique. Bitch, you're going to the art university. Okay? You did that. You did that. I was like, this is so cute. I was like, oh my god, he's calling him the heart. That is so great. That is so cute. But Mike, you are so dumb. You should have kissed him right then and there. You knew that he wanted you. And you were just playing like, yeah, bro. He knows he's gay. Y'all remember last season when he's like, it's not my fault. You don't like girls.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
Vividly.
you can't just be like, yeah, playing all stupid and shit like that. I was just like, girl. I was just like, well, go talk to the drag queens at the club. They'll give you better advice than whatever the hell Mike is giving you right now. I guarantee you that right now. Jonathan being a nosy weedhead, and surprisingly, he has an attention span for more than 5 minutes. I can listen to how he's hurt. His brother is hurt, so I guess that weed ain't that stronger than I thought. Surprisingly enough, because I always thought he was just stoned the entire season, child. I mean, that's how, he just managed to pull through whatever the hell he was doing. But Alti, well, you will be okay. There's a man out there for you. And when this is all over, you're going to get that man. And Duffer Brothers, I swear to God, if you kill this little white boy. Because you've already laid out the foundation and the groundwork. So if y'all murder this child in some type of brutal fashion or especially, I just don't see them killing Will. Because if they did, the girls would riot, honey. They would riot. They would be
Absolutely.
pissed. Especially like the first season, it was all about finding him, protecting him and making sure that we got him out of the hell, whatever the fuck he's in, and then all this character development in the later seasons, just him being his authentic true self, and he can't even say it out loud without fear of judgment. It's awful. But like I said, girl, there's some man, and he's willing, and he has sensitivity waiting for you. So just be patient, Will. When Elle gets rid of this damn demon once and for all, bitch, you're gonna be all right, and you're gonna go to the club, and you're gonna have a great time. That's all.
And Duffer Brothers, make sure Will has a new haircut by next season. I
Oh
can't do it.
God, that bowl cut took me out so many times. No idea.
Oh yeah, he was looking like a member of BTS.
Oh shit. He did, no shade. Oh my God. Alrighty, guys, we'll go ahead and move on to the next part of this episode, and we're going to catch up with 11 now. Now, rebelling against your parents is a normal part of growing up, but 11 is absolutely squandering the chance to tell Papa he's not her real dad, as she's defibrillated and given oxygen. As Papa and Sam ask her if she's okay and if she can hear them, she has a vision of her nice mom. She gets up and looks at the tank, then levitates it off the ground with barely a nosebleed. She's back, baby. Now, Papa explains that she fell into a coma after blasting Vecna into the Upside Down back in the day and blacked out the memory of the confrontation. He's always known what she was capable of, just that she needed help accessing it. Owen shows her the files of Vecna's 3 recent victims, saying that he's sending them a message that he's back. Papa shares that, I always thought that Henry was out there, hiding in the darkness. I didn't know for sure, not beyond a feeling, until now. The duo really put the in reassuring when they say her friends and Hawkins are safe as far as we know, but they haven't actually checked. Papa is more concerned with dramatically snapping a pencil to illustrate Vecna's intention to chisel away at the dam between the two worlds, his eventual intention to take over. And when that happens, Hawkins will fall. Elle stomps away. She turns on her sink and uses it to sink into her dark place and spy on her friends in Hawkins, who are now gathered at Max's house and making a game plan. Now, Nancy is telling Lucas, Eric, Steve, Robin, Max, Dustin, and Eddie about Vecna's story hour. 4 gates across Hawkins, her whole family dead, an army of monsters, basically nothing good. They realize that the clock in the visions has always chimed 4 times, and that must be telegraphing his plan to make 4 kills, meaning he needs only 1 more. Nancy decides they need to go back into the Upside Down, literally guns a-blazing, and kill him before he can kill again and complete his takeover. Steve is not thrilled. Robin asks the question we all have. What are we calling him now? Dustin, 1. Erica, Vecna. Nancy, Henry. Whatever they're calling him, Robin points out, he's like 11, only a sick, evil, child-murdering version of her with really bad skin, and incredibly powerful. 11, in her darkness world, is still listening in on this, by the way. My absolute nightmare of people talking about me come true. Like, they're really fond of her, but yikes. Dustin points out that they can use this to their advantage. Since he's like 11, and they know 11's powers, they can assume that he also shares 11's weaknesses. Like her vulnerable state was she walking off the old spectral plane. Max's idea is to ditch Kate Bush and use her as bait, allowing the others to attack Vecna's vulnerable body in his attic hideout while he tries to kill her. They're not thrilled, but they are intrigued. Also not thrilled, Elle, back in the earthly world. She tells Sam that her friends are not safe and insists that she go with them, which Papa is not into. Sam supports her and says that they can work his contacts and be in Hawkins by nightfall. As my closed captioning tells me, determined synth music plays. In Hawkins, the crew needs to gun up. Eddie knows of a store called the War Zone in a real Marco branding subtlety. Just outside Hawkins, to avoid the angry Hicks, they'll need to take some back streets and fly under the radar, which translates to put Eddie in a Michael Myers mask, tuck and roll across the trailer park, break into an RV and hotwire it, then speed away while the owners scream after them. Very low profile, Steve drives Natch, telling Nancy in a calmer moment that he's dreamed of having 6 kids and road tripping in an RV. It's cute, and I'll be very sad when he has to sacrifice himself, as I'm having a weird feeling he's going to. Lucas and Max are also bonding, with Max telling him she'll hide in the light and pull a real Patronus-esque happy memory, admitting that he was involved in that real memory. Smug, he reserves the right to call in Kate Bush if things get dire, which is also my backup plan for life's stressful moments. The War Zone, which has decor including a large sign that just says knives, is hopping. As Robin and Steve grab 5 or 6 cans of kerosene, they spot Robin's crush Vicky, macking with a guy. Nancy, examining a shotgun, also runs into a friend, Captain Jason, the basket bro, who is there with his team, being menacing and buying a bunch of guns and knives. He asks after her brother and his friends, and the crew book it out of these with the assorted weapons and accelerants. They saw off shotguns, battle with trash can lids, make some homemade explosives, the usual hang time activities. Robin and Steve share a solemn toast to their crew. They look out on everyone messing with their weapons and horsing around. To killing Vecna, Steve says, /Henry. Robin adds, /1, Steve says. They cheer grimly. Now, this is a very, very interesting part of the episode. We're seeing the crew getting together, doing the normal Stranger Things thing where they figure out a plan on how to attack this seeming monster. And then, we're also seeing 11 still dealing with Papa. I can't stand Papa. Like, I can't wait for him to finally get out of here. But what do you guys think about this part of the episode?
You know what? You mean to tell me that Nancy was the only one to get a damn shotgun? None of y'all think about picking up any type of guns. And I am against guns, but in this situation of survival, I am not.
Right.
Y'all only got one gun. And then y'all making spears and Molotov cocktails, but only one gun. You didn't pick up no more guns. Guns would have been so much more effective. But y'all decided to make a shield out of trash can lids and spikes. But no one can say, oh, maybe we need about, maybe 4 or 5 guns when we get the hell in there. Just so that we can, spray the damn upside down. Like, none of y'all thought of that.
Right.
But y'all got axes and shit. Child, I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it. Y'all mean tell me y'all had spears and all this other shit, but one gun. Just one. One shotgun. Y'all couldn't pick up no, and I'm against any of it in real life. But this for survival, you couldn't pick up an AK or nothing. Y'all couldn't get that. Y'all couldn't get a few more knives. I just cannot. The reasoning for okay, y'all could have at least got like about 5 more shotguns. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Now 11, what 11 should have done was thrown Papa in some type of cell or something, and make her way out. Y'all bitches can't stop her. Why is she? Go ahead, Brandon. I'm done. I just cannot.
Well, Brit,
You know, it was the 80s, and let's be real, none of these girls had real jobs except Nancy. Maybe that was all that was in the budget, you know, and they spent the rest on junk food and McDonald's. We have to,
Okay,
we
I
have to
get.
be real about the situation here. You know, so that's my excuse for the girls. But Steve, no, I know that VHS money. You could have pissed or something, sister. Like, come on now. You cheap bitch. Like, come on. And you working at that damn communist mall? Come on now. You could have done something with that. You could have cleaned that up. But it's fine. And Robin too. Robin, you stingy bitch. Aren't you Ethan Hawke's daughter? Like, come on. You're like, I know you got a credit card. No shame. But I mean, honestly, this just felt like a suicide mission. Like, no shade. Like, y'all see what Elle can do. He's basically he's the original. He's the blueprint. He's Janet Jackson. I don't know how
Yes.
else to describe it. That everything that these other kids were able to do when they were experimented on is because of him. So you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you know, I can't expect much from them. You know, they have like their little monster hunting crew and everything that's cute or whatever. But I didn't expect much to come out of this, and I was like, okay, like half of y'all about to die.
Shit, not even bows and arrows. But you know, never
Okay,
mind. Go
this
ahead,
is
bring it
not
up.
Tomb Raider. This is not The Last of Us. These kids are not equipped. They only know how to do basic math. And that's about it. You know, in the 80s, times were different. They were different. So I can't expect too much from the girls. Um, and also, leave Lucas's sister alone. Like, y'all love putting that poor. First of all, she's black and smart. She should be out of harm's way at all times. Like, staying away from the danger. But y'all keep put. It's fine. It's fine. She's okay. This is a spoiler review. She's fine. Um, and I cannot stand that damn bully. That blonde Ken, demented. We'll call him demented goth Ken. Girl, get over it. Your Barbie is dead. No, or in fact, I know he knows that Eddie did not kill him at this point in time. Like otherwise he's just deranged and Caucasian like I expected. But other than that, you're crazy ass. You're not gonna get shit done, girl. And you're playing with fire. Okay. And let me tell you something, Vecna has the match, honey, and he will burn your ass too. You literally saw your friend float in the sky and get dropped in the water and die. And you're like, interrogating people and trying to act like you're a bad bitch. Girl, what's not clicking? What's not clicking? What's not clicking? God. But other than that, everything, the pacing so far in this episode has been really interesting. I was not expecting Susie. No, wait, what am I thinking? What am I thinking of? I'm sorry, no, I'm confusing her with Max. Max. Um, yes, I was not expecting Max to offer herself up as bait in this episode. Uh, girl, I mean, you were literally like levitating in the sky, bitch. And you were inches away from dying previously. I don't know why you would offer yourself up like a piece of steak. So that's all I have to say on that. Y'all just got to do better with your planning.
Absolutely agree with all of that. Alrighty, guys. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the conclusion of this episode of Stranger Things. Now, things are coming to a head at Nina. 11 is in street clothes, taking a last glance at Nina, the tank, before going to save the day. When Papa literally steps out of the shadows and tells her he can't let her go. He tells her that everything he's done has been for her own protection, including torturing her mother and One. She brings up One's revelation that Papa doesn't always tell the truth, and he tries to gaslight her into thinking that she's feeling guilty for releasing him. Bro, 11 tells him that the gate, the mind flayer, so many dead, all because you could not stop and you could not let go. I came here to try and understand what I was, to see if I was the monster. Now I know the truth. It is not me, it is you. You are the monster. She's going to leave with Sam. Emotional blackmail failed. Papa goes for the next best thing, the jugular. He stabs her in the neck, and she uses her powers to throw him against a wall, then passes out. When she comes to, she's wearing the shock collar we've seen on Henry Vecna 1 Hecna, controlled by Papa Natch. He's almost immediately distracted by a siren going off. The military has found them. They've come to kill you, Papa tells 11, scooping her up and taking her into the open, away from the firefight in the lab. Sam, naturally, has been handcuffed to a pipe by Papito by stopping him from helping 11. When the colonel discovers him, it looks like he may convince him not to shoot 11, where she's been spotted with Papa, but no dice. Take her. Papa gets shot a few times and goes down, dropping Elle. The crosshairs find Elle with her arm stretched out. Collar be damned, taking the helicopter down to a massive explosion as the Surfer Boy pizza van squeals up. She has a sweet reunion with both Mike and Will, and then with a click, her collar snaps open, falling to the ground. In the immortal words of Monty Python, Papa is not dead yet. He's released the collar and tells Elle how proud he is of her before he dies. Everything I did for you. I need you to understand, please. She lays his hand down. Goodbye, Papa. She seems fine, stands up, and marches away back to her chosen family into the van. They speed off, Surfer Boy and all, leaving him in the literal dust. Now, this penultimate episode closes to the strains of Journey's separate ways with our two crappy steeds, the RV and the Surfer Boy van, driving into battle. Elle tells her friends that they need to get to Hawkins stat or they are going to die. In the RV, lots of intense faces and determined staring out the window from our heroes as the extremely on-the-nose lyrics kick in. Sleepless nights, losing hope, I'm reaching for you, you. Max gets out of the RV with Lucas and Erica, Walkman strapped to her waist. They walk up to the steps of the Creel house with a dramatic sunset behind it, opening the door to our final episode. Now we're ending the episode right here. This was a very cool scene, seeing Elle coming back into her power. And we're seeing the kids getting ready to go back into battle just one more time. But what did you guys think about this ending?
I love your smooth transitions. As Monty Python said, Papa ain't dead yet. Or, that's sweet Steve before, getting ready to sacrifice yourself. Like, damn, man. But badass, Elle destroyed the fucking helicopter. She's like, no, bitch. We're over. I'm over this. I'm using all my powers. I just want to kill you all and let's just get over with it. And then Owens, who knows if Owens is dead or alive. Glad Papa is gone. Like, I was so sick and tired of him. Like, you're over. You're done.
Yes.
And her and Mike are like, oh, I miss you so much, and blah, blah. Oh, Will, I miss you too. I miss everybody. And Will just got his heart broken. Like, damn it, I couldn't do it. But, Max wanting to sacrifice herself, you know what? It takes courage. You're brave. You're brave. I give you that for bravery. Like, use me as a decoy. I'm mad they still ain't got no bows and arrows and shit. But, it is what it is. We're getting to the final episode. Everybody's doing okay so far. Okay-ish. So, there's my take on it. Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
Um, all right, so let's just get it out the way. Elle had her Darth Vader moment, and she used the Force, which Michael
Mhm.
Jackson once said had a lot of power, and she wham that shit on the floor. When I tell you I got my life, when I tell you I was Z snapping in Z formation, I said yes, ma'am. I was here for it. I was like, I was just like, just throw it on the ground, girl. Just throw it on the ground. Or hell, throw them into space and make them suffocate. I don't care what you do. Just kill them. Kill them all. And she did that effortlessly, flawlessly. This is the L that I've been waiting for. Murderer, okay? In a good sense. She kills bad bitches, and she kills bitches who be trying her. Now, only if Angela were in this scene as well, or a casualty of this scene, I would have been even happier. And you know what? There's still time. Duffer Brothers, come on, get to it. Because that little whap to the face was not enough for me. I need a little bit more. That being said, I was so here for her just paying Papa dust. Like you turned her mama's brain into mush, bitch. You turned it into not even the regular porridge, the cheap porridge from the grocery store. Oh, y'all know the
Exactly.
one less than $1. And he was like, I did. I'm like, girl, this gaslighting, this narcissism coming from you, even in your last moments of death, his death, honestly, it looked like a parody to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was just like, ugh, it's getting dark. Like, it was just given that. And I was just like, mm-hmm. And Elle said, Papa, don't preach. And she just like threw his hand to the floor and she got up and she was like, so anyway, like, what a man's at. She's tired. She's tired, and even though she's supposed to be playing Millie, you could tell that's a grown girl. Anyway, but I was here for that. I was here for that. It was like it was her Mimi emancipation, and I was so here for it. And I can't wait to see more. More death killed that. And first of all, that black military man, he is in the same field class with Clarence Thomas. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Hmm.
He ain't shit. That poor white man was trying to tell you, hey, listen, bitch, if I put her out right now and you stand down with your foolishness and this shit's still going on, then she's our only hope. And he was just like, fire. Oh,
Yeah.
it's curtains with you. I'm throwing you under the jail. Do you hear me? And if any more people die, guess what? It's gonna be on you, and you're gonna lose them little stars and stripes on your chest. So keep going. You're gonna lose all your legendary legend stars you got from All Stars, and you're done, bitch. You're done. It's over. It's curtains. I'm done.
Oh my gosh. And listen, that's a very fair point because I could not stand that dude. And the fact that he was so willing to kill a kid. No, no. Yeah. So, with that being said, guys, before we wrap up, any other final thoughts?
I want all the military who tried to who tried to shoot at her, kill them all. Just kill them
Kill
all.
Angela. Kill Angela too. Please, Duffer Brothers. Please, before this series is over, please, you have to give us that. Just have her tossed in a tornado, something, impaled by something. You can get creative with it. You got the budget. Y'all made Netflix crash. They're gonna pay you even more because y'all broke their damn system. Y'all
Yeah.
broke it. I can't remember the last time Netflix crashed, and for almost like an hour. That's sickening. That people were eager to wait to see this damn finale that was
Yeah.
like 20 hours, but damn it, it was worth it. It was
Yeah.
worth it.
Hmm. Yeah. Take notes, Netflix, seriously, because I guess I heard y'all been struggling over there now. I heard y'all been
I
struggling.
heard the girls are getting laid off, and I
Mm.
saw someone said, "We'll, stream for food." It was really sad. It was really, really sad.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. Well, with that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode of our review of Stranger Things, episode 8. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought of this episode. Also, remember to click that bell button for notifications so that you know whenever we have new videos here on the channel. And please follow Nerd Collision on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But once again, I'm Eddie. That's Britt. That's Brandon. We are Nerd Collision, and we'll see you guys here next time. Bye, everyone.
Peace out.
Angela, count your days.